Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 24th of January 2024. So crypto carnage continues as dollar spikes, yield curve steepens with soft data slumping. I have lost my knowledge, trading and psychological edge. The principle of risk reward for both the short and long term has turned on its head. I agree with that. It's been very strange at the kickoff of this new year with the markets putting on most of the points overnight and within the sort of pre-market, and then mid-morning it's all turned on its head, so I wouldn't disagree with that at all. US stocks traded mixed as participants digested earnings ahead of upcoming risk events. That's going to be next week. And economic news today is the flash news. This will be released from 8:15, 8:30, 9am, 9:30 and 2:45 for the US. Always a pain in the proverbial because obviously the news items are so close to one another and you get quite a bit of reaction as well. So just be warned about that. Right, let's move on, have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow, see where it traded yesterday. So in the Dow, the market sideways to higher above the 5-bar moving average and heading towards that 38,109, and this is the new all-time high as well at 38,109. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can use the flash news to drive the markets. But yesterday, you can see there the market sideways during the morning on the electronic, and then at 1:30 the market kicked in and they sold heavily, brought the market back from 2:30. So, you know, like I say, it's more of a V-shape correction there for the Dow. At the moment, we're above the averages, so we're above the DP and the close as well, and also above the 5MA, trying to move back towards yesterday's high. In the DAX, also moving back to the upside after the climatic volume down here as the market found support at the 50 EMA, driven back over the last few days, green all of the way, above the averages. Just need to take out these resistance levels, particularly from here back to here. You can see we've got these extensions. We've also got an 89% retracement to here as well. I'm just going to delete that. Let's just move up to this sort of swing point here. And there you can see where you've got some more resistance through here. So you've got those other lines there as well. Let me just move that one across. So that's where the market needs to get through today, which is that 16,786 level there. In the S&P 500, the market continues to put in new all-time highs and is doing so overnight as well. As you say, there's odd things going on at the moment. It's currently trading at, as we can see there, 4879. So heading for that 5,000 mark is what it's after, I suspect. But at the moment, well, probably 900 obviously is going to be the first one, 21 points away at the moment. The S&P yesterday, market moving up quite nicely, ignoring the sell-off in the Dow, and then more than a V-shaped correction, the market just taking out the resistance that we saw earlier and not stopping, and overnight also above the high. It'll all end in tears at some point, but at the moment the markets are certainly moving onwards and upwards after the recent decline. The FT100 also, but it's still struggling with the 200 MA. It needs to take this out in order to move higher. The momentum is switching as well down here. Again, we've got that sort of stopping volume with a drop off since, market going up on fresh air, market makers marking things up. Yesterday we saw the sell off in the FT100, but it found support at the 200 MA, oversold. The buying came in, and then the market moving back to the upside. Overnight also, the averages all in the right order. The high not too far away as well, and the high to the left also could be a bit of a pain. So watch out for the 7516 level, because that's where some sellings come in overnight. However, this was soon picked up with some buying in the 30-minute chart at the DP and I say the 50 EMA as well. In the US dollar, yesterday an interesting day, market up, market down, but down overnight there, so obviously had an impact on the metals yesterday. So let's have a look at those. Starting off with silver, the market still finding support at 21.86 and moving up a bit. Again, we've got this sort of climatic action there in the you can see it there. I'll just draw that in for you. Oversold as well, so we're due for a bit of a move. Watch the 89 and the 200 MA there, because they tie in quite nicely from the last swing of this market. So from there projected back, this area is going to be of great interest, as they'll want to continue to slam the price of silver as much as they can. Yesterday saw the pre-market session move higher, and then lunchtime silver holding, which is unusual for the London fix. Then to the 200 MA, which has created resistance overnight. They found support at the DP, which was also oversold. And now we've just taken out the high and the 200 MA, which is unusual. Watch the 2250 level. I'm sure that's going to offer some sort of resistance. In the gold market, price is sideways to higher, and also showing a bit of a triangle formation there, but a lot of volume in this market. Momentum switching to the upside, and also trying to stay above that 50 EMA there. 30-minute charts, as we saw yesterday, the market higher, then being moved to the downside. But once again, the DP holding the market, got resistance to the left here. Overnight, the market has moved lower, but found support at the 200 MA. You can see how all of these areas and averages act as support and resistance. The market has taken out some of these supports to the left, or resistance areas. So let's redraw this from the recent high down to the recent low. And again, you can see the 89 tying in with the DP and the close. So that's going to be a very interesting area with those two main fib retracement numbers there. Let's have a quick look at the gold silver ratio. This pulling back a bit. No surprise though, really, is that when you've traded up to the double top that we've spoken of for many weeks in the alerts, you can see there up to that 92, and now the market starting to pull back a bit there. Let's have a look at yesterday's trades, and also what's happening overnight. So yesterday morning, the market continued to move to the upside on news that 12 Israeli soldiers had been killed. War is good for the markets. I'm afraid that's how it works. Provides a lot of work and obviously profits. And the market opens, moved down, went through the high, and then continued all the way down to the DP and the close, where it found support. We had a trade here down to the scalp, and it was only a scalp trade because the support to the left and also the big move to the downside that already occurred was likely to see the prices find support and move higher. And that's precisely what happened for a while, the market finding support. And then through the mid-morning, the market remaining sideways until we got within an hour of the Dow opening. The electronic session has now kicked in. The market then sells off once more with the Dow, and then finds support. The Dow moves lower in the open of the afternoon session, but the DAX didn't. But it did play catch up eventually as it got through the close, and then started to make its way back, as you'll see there, once it's broken. And then down we came. Unfortunately, there were no other signals in the afternoon or the morning. The market was just in a very funny, volatile range, or lack of volatility in certain key bars, which was very frustrating. But as I said at the outset, the markets have been very strange during the first 2 to 3 weeks of this year, for sure. Let's have a look at the overnight, see what's happening there. And in the 2-minute chart, again, like yesterday, we've had a spike up. We were close towards the high, but at the moment the market's gone sideways. Due to open on the electronic market in 10 minutes, but currently trying to hold above that 50 EMA. So expect a bit of a shakeout there before prices then try and move higher. Okay, that will do it for this one. If there is anything to report, I'll let you know. But otherwise, that's it from me. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in